In the town of Winstonville, 4 heroes meet on a call to adventure. Garm, the warlock.
Zed, the assassin.
Cobblewobble, the fighter.
And Eira, the pixie wizard.
Sent out to clear a nearby cobalt mine.
To steal their candles and learn the value of teamwork.
On their journey back from the mine,
The group fell upon an old manor house.
Of which they decided to explore.
during their exploration,
It'll be fun.
Shet, the goblin monk. Shet.
Stop laughing! Shut up!
Shet, the goblin monk.
Was befriended after setting off one of the group's traps. I don't fucking care. Go.
Just say.
Then the group found a dark magic portal and fought a giant minotaur demon.
After re-entering Winstonville,
The town was under civil war as the common people stood up against the corrupted Mayor Winston.
And the heroes led the resistance to victory.
The people rejoiced and renamed their town Cobblewobbleville.
Then on a trip of diplomacy to a nearby kingdom,
the group set off for Easteros to meet the king.
During their stay, they met a dragonborn warden, Dom.
who was looking for a life of adventuring. But after many events and a long story short,
They were tricked by an evil genie who killed the kings of Easteros.
after they killed Barris the genie, they figured out that they would be blamed for the death of the kings.
So they stole a ship.
got attacked by a kraken and were thrown into the sea to die.
When they woke up,
They were in the lost city of Butlantic.
say it again.
Butlantis?
Butlantis?
Yeah.
Is it supposed to be? Okay.
Yeah.
There's nothing in the Butlantis.
Obamatis is in
Yeah,
Atlantic.
there you go.
I think it'd be funny if we just said it differently every time. So it's
Yeah.
Butlantis?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Okay, here we go. They were in the lost city of Butlantis.
And the king, who was Cobblewobble's uncle,
Was then murdered right in front of them. And they had to fight the king's guard who was going to pin the murder on the Tusk'in raiders.
But a new face was released from the Butlantis prisons.
Bean, the Shade Bladesinger, came to their rescue.
And Eira...
Say-
Fuck you. and Eira used her magic to put the adventurers in bubbles so they could swim to safety.
months later, the group was found in a city called Sharn.
Where they used their money from their past adventures to open a tavern. And hired a new member, Wangkong, the Goliath weapon master.
During the Tusk'in Raiders' stay in Sharn, the group was attacked by a giant beholder.
Even after defeating the giant monster.
Cobblewobble's wounds were too great, and he died on the rooftops of Sharn.
In their hasty departure from Sharn, the team met Beakspeak, who directed them to an airship.
They stole the airship and immediately crashed it into the desert.
Then they found a stowaway in the ship's helm, Sally, a warforged.
Who had a map of untold treasure in a nearby ruin.
The group treaded through the desert to a broken tower of Slither, which they invaded.
And much to their surprise, the tower turned into a rocket ship and shot them into space.
While in space,
A magic brought them to a floating platform.
That was Garm's home base.
Of which he was offered unlimited power by his god.
The Maker, who ordered him to slay his friends. Along with the treacherous Beakspeak, the heroes fought one another.
Beakspeak was killed by Dom's blade.
and Garm was cast into a pit.
But as a last-ditch effort of vengeance, Garm snatched Eira out of the air, and they both fell to certain death.
After being enabled to self-destruct on the space platform, the team used the only escape pod and shot down onto Faerun.
Faerun.
Faerun?
Yeah, just say Faerun.
Faerun.
Sorry, dude.
Faerun.
Louder.
Faerun!
And this is where it begins. A new chapter of the Tusk'in Raiders.